pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing today?
Man, I'm blessed today, man. I know you got a good word this morning.
Thank you so much, Rick. I was watching that wonderful animated film by Disney called Soul, and there's a wonderful line in where the question is raised, what are you going to do with this new life, with the rest of your life that you are blessed to have? Because, again, the main character had been given a new lease on life, another chance, though he thought he had died. His response was really wonderful. For the rest of my life, I'm going to live every day. I'm going to make the most of it. And that's the question I'm raising today. If this is the day the Lord has made, we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. The question is, well, what are you going to do with this day? What are you going to do for the rest of your life? I've made up my mind for the rest of my life. I'm going to make the most of each moment. I have only just a minute, 60 seconds in it, forced upon me. I can't refuse it, didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it.
Come on now.
Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. You've got to make the most of every moment. But then if you want the rest of your life to be the best of your life, go ahead and do what Clay Evans and choir sang about. Make sure you say, for the rest of my life, I'm going to serve the Lord. Why? Because Muhammad Ali says that service is the rent we pay to occupy our time on earth. So make up your mind every day that you're going to serve people. You're going to make a difference. You're going to make an impact. What are you going to do with the rest of your life? Well, make the most of it. And you make the most of it by making the best of it by serving people who can never pay you back. What are you going to do with the rest of your life?
I know that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. How can you be reached?
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
There it is. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. Here's Clay Evans for the rest of my life. Rickey Smiley, the morning show.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 11 minutes after the hour, y'all. The segment is being brought to you by Oral-B. That's right, the Oral-B IO electric toothbrush gives you that professional clean feel at home every single day. Check it out at oral-b.com. Brush like a pro. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. So before he left for the G20 summit in Rome, President Biden announced he and congressional Democrats had reached a historic framework for his Build Back Better package. Now, despite the announcement, Democrats are still struggling to reach a vote commitment from all 50 Democratic senators. Meanwhile, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo was accused of forcible touching, a misdemeanor sex crime. Now, the complaint comes 2 months after Cuomo resigned from office under pressure due to his sexual harassment scandal. Now, in other news, the U.S. is considering making payments of $450,000 per person to migrant families who were separated from their children at the border during former President Donald Trump's administration. And last but certainly not least, the U.S. Justice Department has reached an $88 million settlement with the survivors and families of 9 people killed in a 2015 race attack at a historic black church in Charleston, South Carolina. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more news, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Man, pretty exciting game last night in NFL football. Thursday night football, Green Bay Packers hold on to beat Arizona 24-21. Arizona is no longer undefeated. The last 2 to 3 minutes of this game, I don't know if you guys watched it, was pretty entertaining.
I watched it.
Pretty amazing at the same time.
Yeah.
So I listened to it in the car.
Did you?
I was flying trying to get home.
Come on, man.
Man, that was crazy.
Arizona blew it on that last play, and
or they had opportunity, but Green Bay also got into the end zone, but they called them. They took them points off the scoreboard. So that's a whole other argument,
for
right
a
there.
receiver to just be looking in the opposite direction.
Yeah, man. I think we in the wrong occupation, man. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell made a total of $128 million in the past 2 years himself. through a combination of salary, bonuses, and other benefits, and he helped lead helping them iron out a lot of the new labor deals and a massive media rights package. That's where he probably got most of his money, because the media rights packages are huge. That's when all the networks and television networks are battling.
No damn wonder we don't run into him at the airport.
Come on, man. Yes, sir. All right, man. That's what I got for sports right there. Gary with the team. What's up there, Pimpin'?
All right, Roxy, speaking of sports, y'all, there's a lot of games going on, basketball games, football games, volleyball games. And, the rich and famous love to sit, y'all, courtside. But a lot of people are talking about this courtside situation with Jay-Z that happened the other day, y'all. Now, they're saying he was sitting courtside, enjoying a Brooklyn Nets game. And they say, but to his surprise, y'all, a drink was suddenly spilled on him, honey, in mid-conversation. Some people said that he was talking about how glad he was that Beyonce wasn't at the game with him. And they're saying, honey, a drink just flew in his doggone lap, honey, and they're saying he was a little bit upset about the drink, honey. They say from the right, honey, accidentally somebody knocked the drink, spilling it in his hand. Well, later, come to find out the drink spiller was Miss Clara Wu-Tsai. Now, Miss Clara Wu-Tsai, she owns the Nets. So he was sitting at the Nets game, and they said, honey, she just knocked the drink, honey, in his lap. And he looked at honey and wanted to say something, but he had to catch it and said, this Miss Wu-Tsai. I can't say nothing to her. Hell, she on the Nets, honey. So he just sat there all good and wet, honey, and enjoyed the game. They say Beyonce wasn't able to come bringing no clothes to change, so he had to just sit there wet. Now, a lot of people saying if that had been Keisha Cole or Keisha Waku, what would he have done? Would he have said something to her? Or would he have just, just got up or just looked at Miss Wu-Tsai and just said, oh, girl, that's okay, and I'm just going to be wet, honey. But nevertheless, it was very interesting to see him, honey, just sitting there.
He's a nice guy, Gary.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, though, but Brad, honey, when you spill a drink on him, that was an expensive drink, and she didn't even offer him another one. They gave her some water, honey. She just sat there.
Got to be careful with them rappers.
Okay, huh?
Oh, don't you start.
Especially on the front seat of a game, too, and they didn't spend all that money and, getting the floss and what have you, and you wasting a drink on them? Mm-mm. So I'm glad Miss Wu-Tsai was able to go home and continue sitting there, because a lot of people saying, first of all, she was too close to him. They say it's COVID still going on, and she was all close to him and stuff. So we're going to find out. I'm going to try to do some research and see what happened with Jay-Z and Miss Wu-Tsai during that situation.
Wu-Tsai.
That's her name, Clara Wu-Tsai, baby. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is honey. On the high end, you say honey, and on the lunch, you say beautiful sandy beige. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Chance the Rapper is struggling with mental health issues. I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, 28 after the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot with the one and only, the Brad. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tad, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Oh, man, Chance the Rapper is getting candid about his mental health. In an episode of Peace of Mind with Taraji P. Henson, Taraji asked if mental health was discussed in his household, and Chance stated, wellness wasn't something that we knew, There's probably a ton of situations where people, we just wrote off people as crazy or like they were tweaking, but I feel like this is something that we all know now, and we're starting to be like, okay, health is beyond just the physical. Chance also said a lot of dark days, and obviously I deal with PTSD. I saw my friend killed in front of me when I was 19, and I've seen people I didn't know get killed too. He said you become kind of numb to it. Somebody else died last week, but it just stays with you, you know what I mean? He said, and you don't realize until later that it has lasting effects. That is so true. What y'all think about that?
Interesting. That's real interesting. I haven't seen anybody killed in front of me, but of course, I know a lot about mental health, and it's good that more people are talking about it now too. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we do Talk It Out Tuesday, and to have people talking about mental health. It's just important because back in the day, people used to just sweep stuff under the rug and didn't deal with the problems, and then people have all of these issues. You don't know where the issues come from. So mental health is real because we go to the doctor for everything except for our brain.
Else.
Yeah. And what does tweaking mean? I hear people use that a lot.
Tweaking, like tripping
out.
Like tripping out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's cool to erase the stigma behind mental health. And I think, growing up historically in the black family, they call you crazy. And so to erase the stigma and have people that you know and love that are actually a part of making sure their mental health is right, I think it's very good.
Right. I agree. All right, y'all, moving on. Will Ferrell passed upon the opportunity to do a second Elf movie because he didn't want to lie while doing press. So the former Saturday Night Live star passed up on a $29 million after seeing the rehashed premise in the sequel script. Premise in the sequel script. He told The Hollywood Reporter in an article published Thursday, "I would have had to promote the movie from an honest place, which in an interview I would end up sounding like this. Oh no, the movie's not good, but hey, I didn't want to turn it down that much money, so I didn't think about it anyway. And I thought, can I actually say those words? I don't think I can, so I guess I can't do the movie." Now that, to me, that don't make no sense. What?
Well, Elf 1 was a funny movie.
Elf 1 was funny.
It was hilarious.
I think he was saying his integrity, his professional integrity wouldn't let him do it because he saw that it was not a good script. And
not a good
he would have
script.
just been doing it for the money and he wouldn't do that.
Oh.
And that is the worst.
When you promoting it and it ain't good.
Yes, and when you're doing something just for the money, when you're an artist, creatively, that is horrible.
Yeah, Hughley said when he went and did Soul Plane, he went and cashed his check with a mask on.
Exactly, Ricky. That's my point. You want to do good work. So petty.
All right, y'all, moving on. Our girl Michelle Obama will guest star on Blackish when ABC returns for its 8th and final season in 2022. So Deadline reports that the First Lady is set to appear as herself. However, details when she will appear on the show have not yet been revealed. All right, y'all, we going to wrap up the hotspot on that note because we a little bit early, and that's a good thing. But coming up next, oh, Lord, Rock T, what you finna do?
Oh, man, we got that HBCU, man. You know, Johnson C. Smith going to be in the building. They got a homecoming this weekend, so we going to highlight one of they sheroes, all right? Next on the HBCU know. It's Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Brad, you said it was a little early. This is just in my spirit. I'm sorry. I just have to say this. We all grew up poor, honey. Would y'all turn down $29 million?
I was just getting ready to say, Gary, I might have to lie.
But I got to lie.
I was going to talk to y'all after
poor.
this, but I was going to say, I might have to just say it's a good movie.
No.
But he ain't poor.
No, we know he ain't poor. I said we.
Yeah, I've done that movie. I don't care how terrible.
Thank you.
That's a good jump start.
Yes.
Movie, and hopefully the next movie will be better.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll do anything for $29,000.
It's a labor of love.
Would have put them tights on them curly elf shoes and said, let's go.
Okay.
Thank you, Gary. We needed that mental health one because we all feel the same way.
Yes, ma'am.
See what I'm doing tonight for $400.
Okay. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU,
Okay. Let's get it, baby. Rock teasy for sheezy up in here. It's about that time, HBCU know. We're going to always highlight, showcase, and put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. We've been ahead to Charlotte, North Carolina, home of Johnson C. Smith University. Established in 1867, home of the Golden Navy Blue Golden Bulls. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students, Bertha Maxwell Rowdy. Oh my goodness, a phenomenal educator, founding member of the National Council of Black Studies, the first African-American principal of Albemarle Road Elementary School, which, by the way, is a predominantly white public school in Charlotte, North Carolina. She actually founded the Black Studies program, which is now known as the Africana Studies Department at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Oh yeah, I ain't done. Along with Dr. Mary Harper, she founded the Afro-American Culture and Service Center. That's big time, y'all. She's a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, where she actually served as national president. Bertha Maxwell Rowdy, another proud HBCU alum of Johnson C. Smith University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, no.
That's Carly.
Yeah.
What up, man? Good morning.
And happy Friday to you. How you doing today?
Man, blessed and highly favored. How you feeling, man? Happy to have you.
Yeah, Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to bring, once again, a coronavirus update. And as we know, the FDA's Independent Vaccine Advisory Board voted to recommend emergency use authorization of the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine at 1/3 dose for children ages 5 to 11. They're going to be meeting on this vaccine, which is found to be 90% effective in that age group, next Tuesday to decide whether to give it emergency use authorization. So the Kaiser Family Foundation did a survey asking the basic question: once the vaccine is available, are you going to vaccinate your children? And Ricky, the results were amazing because there was so much pushback. People saying, well, I'm going to wait and see. I want to see how the side effects are. And more importantly, the number one reason that people saw this is, I heard that it will make the children sterile and they won't be able to have more children. And that, so I'm not going to give it to my child. So let's be clear. There's no association with getting the vaccine with sterility or change in fertility in boys or girls or men and women out of the thousands of doses. For whatever reason, this is being renewed on the internet, and a lot of this misinformation is being passed around. So parents, it will be safe to give your children the vaccine. Let's get them vaccinated so we can get out of this pandemic. Now, Ricky, we had talked about earlier also molnupiravir. That's the new antiviral pill that the company Merck has presented. They have asked for emergency use authorization as well. The great thing about this is that this pill will be easy to store. You can take it at home. You'll take one capsule twice a day for 5 days, and it's been shown to do a couple of things. It decreases the hospitalization and death by over 50%, and it also decreases your virus ability. So your viral count decreases, and that's the key thing, which means you won't be able to pass the virus along to other people if you're infected. This is going to be a great tool in our armamentarium. We still promote and activate the vaccines as the primary prevention. But if you get it, then this pill, this capsule is going to be available. And they hope that if they get emergency use authorization, it will be available by the end of the year here. So let's look forward to that. That's going to hopefully change our winter outcome, and we'll be doing better with this Delta variant pandemic.
All right, you're on, let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I have to get an MRI done, but I have claustrophobic real bad. And the last 4 times I tried to do it, I couldn't do it because of the claustrophobic. What do he suggest that I do and go about doing? Because I have to get it done because the doctor said I may have a tumor in my head, but they have to get an MRI to find out if it's there or not.
Well, you have 2 options. There's a thing called an open MRI now that is available that you can get that doesn't cause the claustrophobia. You still have to lay still, but it doesn't put you in that capsule that a lot of people have difficulty with. Also, I give my patients anti-anxiety medications when they're going to get MRIs, and that would be something like Ativan or Xanax. I give it to them for a couple of days, and that will help get you through it. Just having the right attitude about it, saying I must get it, so I'm going to get it, also will help. But open MRI is an option, as well as anti-anxiety medications. They help tremendously, and it's highly unusual that a person can't get through the MRI if they're given that medication. So go to your primary care doctor, let them know you're getting the MRI, or whoever ordered the MRI can give you the medication as well. Just tell them you're claustrophobic and you have difficulty getting it. That's a great question.
All right, y'all, with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
My question is, when, after you've had COVID, when is it safe to actually vaccinate? Nobody is giving me a time frame.
They're given they said up to 6 weeks afterwards, but I say 2 weeks after you have been diagnosed, it'll be safe to get the vaccine, get the Moderna, first choice, Pfizer, second choice. And having had the disease, recuperated from it, you won't need to get a booster. You'll be in the best immune status that you can be in. Okay, Ricky, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. You can reach me on all social media at ASK Dr. MJ, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll be happy to follow you back.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the T and the clue today. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Kevin Hart's former friend, y'all, JT, everybody's excited about it, y'all, has been cleared of any wrongdoing, y'all, over that infamous sex tape scandal. Now, they're saying, y'all, that JT was accused of conspiring to extort the comedian, y'all, who slept with a woman in a hotel room while his beautiful wife was at home pregnant. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the sex tape was leaked online. Now, Kevin addressed the dismissal of the charges, y'all, on social media, and he said, quote, "It's no secret that my life has had its shares of ups and downs." He said, "It definitely has." He said, "Not proud of the downs at all, but of course that's life and things happen." He said, "It's our job to adjust when they do." He said, "Now one of those things that I had to adjust from the situation was that involved a friend, Jonathan J.T. Jackson, when he was charged in the case." And they're saying, y'all, that JT has recently been found not guilty, and those charges, y'all, have been dropped against him. Now, Mr. Hart also said that I could finally speak on what I once couldn't. He said I couldn't do it because of the legal process. He said it kind of put a fork in the road between he and I, and that relationship was lost. He said, but I'm glad that not only can I finally speak on it, but I can say I'm happy that this chapter in my life is over. He said, I'm happy that we're able to put a period at the end of the sentence, and I'm excited to get back to life as we once knew. He said, I want to get back to life as we once knew and put that behind me and move on. He said, it's over. It's over. He said, I'm happy that it's over. Live, love, and laugh. He said, it's that simple, unquote. He should write his friend a check.
For what?
Well, I mean, they was once friends, Special K, and that man did not do what he said he did. I mean, the man should at least be given something because he lost wages and stuff and what have you, and went through a lot behind that. So I think, he should kind of give him something.
How is that Kevin's fault?
I don't think he owed him a check, though.
Well, but if Kevin allegedly accused him.
Kevin didn't never say anything about it.
Well, why is we talking about it then?
Well, he couldn't talk about it till now.
That's right.
That's why.
That's why he didn't say nothing about it.
Okay, so how he owe him a check?
Right.
Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Jenny Mai, honey, Miss Jenny Mai, baby, is speaking out, baby. She said, honey, Jeezy put a stop, honey, to her hot temper. Now, Jenny said that her rapper husband, Jeezy, honey, he had to work with her on her bad temper. I didn't know she had a bad temper. She said, quote, I have a really hot temper. She said, not a lot of people know this. She said, but it's just something in my family. She said, but I didn't notice it in myself until I was with Jeezy. And she said, it has to do with, the type of relationship you have and the type of respect you have for that person. She said, I didn't know that I had a hot temper, and then she went on to say, she said, here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, he was like, She said, baby, he said, that's not flying here. He said, and also, honey, it would trigger him to come back at me. She said, so through work, we learned that we both have certain habits that the everyday person, friends, family, fans will never see. She said, but to the person who loves us deep enough, you can press that button and boom, dragon comes out. She said, we both have it. She said, so honey, we had to work on it. She said, but he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and wanted to change it. Isn't that nice?
Yes, it is.
With her being from Korea and him being of African-American descent and stuff, I guess, she probably was coming with some kind of madness. And Jesus like, we don't play that here, honey. If he didn't put it up with allegedly Keisha Cole and all, he sure was going to put up with her.
Gary, we all done been through stuff in our childhood. Now, what do Keisha Cole got to do with this?
Well, he had dated her and she wanted to get with him and he didn't date her. He didn't marry her, so so then she came.
Well, we happy for him and Jenny Ma that they're able to talk through their situations, because everybody has mental health issues, whether they want to admit it or not, no matter what nationality you are.
You think that's mental health that she was going through, or that was just,
I think so. I think it is. I think everybody has their issues, and you, like I said before earlier, people don't really deal with their stuff growing up, but then you get older, you realize, oh, I got a problem. And I'm glad they're able to talk it out. If he was like, hey, we ain't doing that, and she was like, cool, let's not do it, you want to do better for your mate.
Yeah, that's true. That is so.
But you don't have one, Gary, so you wouldn't know, right?
But I'm doing it for Jesus, honey.
All right, you better work on Jesus. Yes, touch to him of his garment.
Yes, and his what? Blood gonna make me whole.
Come on.
Yes.
Woo. Yes.
All right, the color today, honey. I'm going to the color. The color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is honey. On the high end, you say honey, and on the low, you say beautiful sandy beige. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the tea.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right,
right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Election Day is upon us this coming Tuesday, and there's much at stake across the country. Senate, governor, mayoral, and judge seats are up for grabs, but one of the most watched campaigns across the country is the Virginia governor's race. So on the line right now, running for office is former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe. Good morning.
Rickey, good morning, buddy.
I am so happy I can interview you and talk to you all day. You have definitely been like on the scene for years, and so excited to have you on this morning with Election Day just a few days away on November the 2nd. What are you doing to encourage Virginians to get out and vote, and can people still vote early in Virginia?
They can, Rickey. They can vote up through tomorrow, up through Saturday at 5 o'clock. Get out early, vote. I'm excited. Nearly 900,000 Virginians have already early voted, which is a record for us. People are fired up. We're getting everybody on the playing field. Tonight, Pharrell is doing a big event for me with Vice President Kamala Harris. As you know, I had Barack Obama in Saturday, Joe Biden here Tuesday. We had Dave Matthews did a concert for me with Stacey Abrams. I mean, we got everybody on the playing field, Rickey. You got to get in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what? We've seen efforts around the country to put more restrictions in place on voting in Georgia, Texas, and elsewhere. Right. What are your plans to protect these civil rights in Virginia and build a Commonwealth for all Virginians?
Well, as you know, you're talking to the governor who restored more voting rights than any governor in the history of America. I signed an order to give 173,000 Virginians the right to vote. In Virginia, we had a racist Jim Crow law going back to 1902. If you commit a felony, you never vote for the rest of your life. So you're a second-class citizen your whole life. I thought that was wrong, and I used executive authority and gave people back the right to vote. So I have the largest enfranchisement in over 100 years. We now have moved in the right direction in Virginia. You're right. 40 states are going the other way. Here in Virginia, 45-day early vote, no excuse. We just did Sunday voting. We had a whole program, Souls to the Polls. You could vote on Sunday, which we've never had before. So this is the basic democracy. And I think you all know I'm running against this guy, Glenn Youngkin, who's a Trump wannabe. Literally said he wants to audit all Virginia machines. He said he wants to bring the Georgia anti-voting laws here to Virginia. He had a rally the other day, literally pledged allegiance to a flag that was at the Capitol during the January 6th insurrection.
Wow.
I mean, we know how this thing's going.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And speaking of your Republican opponent, now he recently released a political ad that's caused some controversy because it has perceived racial undertones. Now, the ad, if you haven't seen it, it drums up fear over this whole critical race theory, and it highlights a white mother's attempt to ban black author Toni Morrison's book on slavery, her award-winning book, Beloved. So what do you think, Governor McAuliffe, what do you think this type of ad says about the overall Republican strategy across the country?
Well, let me say, Rickey, Glenn Youngkin's entire campaign has been one racist dog whistle after another. He started off the campaign, all he talked about was election integrity. Literally for 8 months, all he had on his website. Said it's the most important issue facing Virginia. Really? Not health care, not jobs, not education, but election integrity. In his closing ad, the closing argument for his campaign is he wants to ban a book from the most respected, renowned black female author in American history, a Nobel winner, a Presidential Medal of Freedom, a Pulitzer winner, and he wants to ban her books. That's what he wants to do. I mean, it's so disturbing that this is how he was going to close his campaign, to embrace book banning and silencing esteemed black authors. It's disgraceful. That's why people got to vote.
Yeah,
we can't stay home. You know, as Barack Obama said the other day, people say they're tired of voting. Are you kidding me? As President Obama said, John Lewis fought his entire life for voting, civil rights, constitutional rights. He never once in his life said he was too tired to vote. I mean, come on, let's go.
Right. And, of course, like you said, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, First Lady Jill Biden, Stacey Abrams. And tonight you're doing an event with Pharrell and the VP. Why is this election so important that everybody's watching?
Because the biggest thing nationally is Donald Trump is using this to stage his comeback. So he's endorsed my opponent 7 times. My opponent has said so much of the reason why he's running is because of Donald Trump. Trump just announced he's doing a rally for Glenn Youngkin on Monday night. So Trump wants to use this as a launch pad to run for president again. He wants Virginia to be sort of the kickoff. listen, we don't want his hatred, his division. We've beaten him here twice in Virginia, so the stakes are huge. Do we want to go forward? And my opponent is against a woman's right to choose. He's against gay marriage. He says that humans don't contribute to climate change. I mean, he is out there. He will destroy our state. In his education plan, 43,000 teachers will be cut. He knows nothing about Virginia government. He was a private equity guy. They tossed him out of his firm, and now he thinks he should be governor of Virginia.
Wow.
Now, if people want more information on your campaign, let everybody know where they can go.
Just go to Google Terry for Virginia, and if you're out there going to be voting, here's what I need. Just go to iwillvote.com, and they'll tell you where you vote and the hours and so forth. So iwillvote.com, but we can't sit home. People have got to get out and vote. This guy will roll back rights. All the things that I did to protect women and others and voting rights here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, they are on the ballot this Tuesday. Don't sit home. I've beaten Trump twice here. Let's make it 3-0.
I know that's right.
Come on now.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody. Let's go. Go vote.
Let's go. Y'all give it up for former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe. Y'all, come on. Thank you. It's about that time. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Get at your boy 866-9 Rickey. Here we go.
Just wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so we be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning. My name is Annabelle and I'm from Freeport, Illinois. And I want to wake up Calvin Greenwood. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Tabitha calling from Charlotte, wanting to wake up my husband, Justice. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Terrence with Tallahassee, calling to wish everybody a happy Halloween. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Shout out to John Harden football team tonight. My nephew Kendall is playing, and I also want to give a shout out to my two sons, Janelle and Josiah, going to school today, and my cousin Dwayne in Joliet, Illinois. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley Show. This is Evelyn. I'd like to wake up everybody in Baltimore. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Cause we gon' let them know. Let them know where you at. Portland, wake up. In Charlotte, wake up. In Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate you, Brad.
You welcome, Ricky.
All right, Maria, what you got coming up next?
Mind, Body, Business with Maria Moore on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 28 minutes after the hour, we got the one and only Maria Moore on with us this morning. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. So inside today's Mind, Body, Business, I have 3 ways. You like the way I said that? Rickey Smiley. Yes. 3 ways to support a friend who is trying to lose weight. All right, seeing someone struggle with their weight is difficult, especially when they begin to develop serious health issues, right? You love this person and, you kind of see that they're making some bad choices. And having a conversation with someone about it, getting in shape can be awkward, right? But there are ways to be supportive without coming across as rude or judgmental. And that is the key. You cannot be judgmental because people don't respond well to being judged. So here are 3 ways you can support a loved one who is trying to lose weight. So number 1, eat healthy foods with them. Watching you eat pasta while they eat salad can make your friend feel like they are deprived or even on punishment, right? And, sometimes your friend may say something like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm going to get a salad. And you're like, cool, I'm hungry. I'm about to get this pasta, get this bread, give me a slice of cheesecake afterwards. And, that's really hard for them to be in that environment. So, just go ahead and eat the salad with them or just have something more nutrient dense and support your friend in that way. Number 2, doing social things that do not involve food. Rickey, it's like every time we have a celebration, birthday, let's go eat. Graduation, let's go eat. somebody died. Let's go eat. It's like
red lobster. Especially she telling the truth on that one.
Facts.
Black people in the hood, red
Especially in the
lobster.
damn red lobster. Boy, don't get us started.
Cheddar biscuits.
Man. Oh, let me tell you something, Ricky. I remember after my third pregnancy, and I was so determined to lose weight, and my family wanted to go to Red Lobster. Ricky, I was rocking and shaking. Them Cheddar Bay biscuits was in my. I was just rocking, rubbing my shoulders.
You can't eat, but you gonna eat 6 if you eat one.
Oh, you gonna eat 6 of them.
Man,
they
so
good.
Easy. They are.
Yes, they are good. Okay, let's
and they
get back
keep
on topic,
bringing them.
y'all.
Okay, sorry.
Keep bringing them, right?
Evil service won't stop.
Here we go with this food. What you talking about?
All right, so listen, do some other things like take a dance class. You know, a lot of people are doing this painting thing. You know, go painting together. Go to a Rickey Smiley comedy show. Set a standard that celebrations don't always have to revolve around food. All right, so you know you want to meet up with a friend.
But they
Let's
got
go
food
have
at
lunch.
the comedy show.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to get some nachos. I
Eat
know.
before you leave, Brad. Eat before you eat at the house. All right, number 3.
Okay.
And this is a big one. Offer help where needed. You know, I've found that oftentimes people don't exercise or eat healthy because they're just overwhelmed with responsibilities. You may have a friend that is a single mom and maybe, you know, she doesn't have time to do a bunch of meal prep or get out and exercise or go to the gym. And this is where you can step in as a friend like, you know what, let me help you clean up around the house. Let me watch the kids for you so you can go to the gym and exercise. And sometimes simply listening when they, you know it, Eva, with all these babies, it's like, when I'm going to go, what time? And so that is a really great way to be supportive. Even your married friends, you know, it's just, you just have a really busy schedule, especially when you have little ones. And Ricky, I wanted to add this in, some things that you should not do. Don't be the food police. You know, don't go snatching stuff off their plate. You know, I made a mistake and did that one time. and I, you know, I had a coworker in the break room in Atlanta. Had them got their box of donuts there, and I just, you know, it was some extra donuts there, and I knew somebody was trying to lose weight, so I just took the donuts and just threw them in the garbage. You would have thought that I shot one of their loved ones. That person was so mad at me.
I know what you're talking about too.
I forgive you now, Maria.
Push you up against the wall, Maria.
I know, it was so mad. It was so, like, mad, Ricky, like mad, like balling up their fists, like I know you a woman. Yeah, so don't be the food police. Don't bombard them with unsolicited advice. Don't demean them by minimizing their struggle. You know, this is what I've learned as a fitness coach. You can't just say something like, well, just don't eat so much, because that may be simple for you, but it may be a struggle for your friend. And oftentimes, Ricky, people are dealing with emotional issues that are tied to food. So it's not that, you know, they know not to eat so much. But helping them address that emotional issue or even recommending something like therapy, you know, can really, really go a long way. So those are ways that you can support someone who is trying to lose weight.
No, man. I kind of look at that as, are we enabling them if we don't keep it real with them?
Oh, no. There's ways to keep it real with them.
Just gotta be
I'm talking
careful.
about judging. Because you don't know what's connecting them to that food. You don't know, you know, why they're running to food for comfort. And oftentimes it's because there is an emotional issue, an underlying issue. Ricky, you know, we talk about 600-pound life all the time. We joke about it.
Yeah, because they send them to counseling on my 600-pound life. They send them to the counselor with that little half dress on, talking sexy. You don't help nobody with nothing.
But what does he always tell them? Just stop eating.
How did it make you feel?
Yeah, that one therapist with that bad weave. I know of her.
Not the way.
Long legs, short dress, and a tight shirt on. The hell is kind of counseling is this?
Trying to take their mind off the food.
Right.
But listen, you can follow me on social media at Maria Moore, MariaMore. Also on the web at Maria Moore, 10 in the More. And we can connect that way. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. And shout out to the FAMU Rattlers. Homecoming, all my Rattlers out there in Tallahassee doing big things.
That is.
Dr. No be keeping it real with him, Rick.
You will get out the program if you don't stop eating. You're enabling her.
All right, y'all give it up for Maria Moore.
One time.
Show coming up. Yes, sir. Black Tony.
What, Shouty?
You're not coming to work, bro.
Do you see me standing? Do you see me? Shouty, when you look to your left, what you see?
Nothing.
Dude, when you look to your right, what you see?
Nothing.
When you look in front of you, what you see?
Nothing.
When you look behind you, what you see?
Nothing.
So what the hell make you think I'm finna be there if you don't see me, shawty? Damn, boy, you just don't get it, do you, shawty? Look.
Yeah, some common sense right there.
Let me tell you something, shawty. I was gonna be there today, though. But
yeah, man, I thought we was going to the classic, man. You know,
but what happened was I started back trapping last night. I went back on the trap last night. Cause first of all, shawty, we got them cards, but you know what I'm saying? We got them Rona cards. But them Rona cards going fast.
How much money you made last night, Black?
But all them Rona cards made about 4,200. But look, shawty, I couldn't come today anyway, cause even though I'm banked up, my pocket fat. The weekend finna be lit like a mother. Boy, we did a little TikTok. We doing TikTok challenge last night. They doing TikTok challenge on the truck last night.
Yeah.
But I can't call because my nose won't start running. Because we were doing the Japalino. We had to drink the Japalino sauce. You know, you ever drink Japalino sauce? It's real hot.
Nah.
Bro, you know the Japalino, what they put on the nacho. They be real hot.
Jalapenos, man.
Yeah, them. We were drinking the juice. You know how they come in a bottle and they had that juice in there, but that juice be hot as hell, boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And my nose keep running. I can't stop my nose from running. I ain't want to come in. Y'all be thinking I'm on drugs, and then put me in a drug program or something. I ain't trying to do all that.
But Black Tony.
My nose won't stop running. I'm telling you, I've been blowing my nose all night.
Your check up here, though.
Say what?
Your check up here.
It's up there now?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to run it there real quick. Get my check, then I'm going to go on back out.
No, you can't do that.
You sound like you need hand histamines.
Come on, don't run no ugly ass bucket. You drink some Japalino juice. You ever drink Japalino juice?
Take your Allegra, bro.
You ever drink Japalino juice? That's what I'm asking you.
No, man.
All right, then, so shut up then, so ugly.
When we get over here, get somewhere and sit down. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about me because I'm grown. I'm going to be with the grown folks. You go be with the kids. Understand this. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't ask can you stay the night. You cannot. Don't ask can they come back over here and stay the night. They cannot. Don't get over here acting like you hungry, like you ain't ate all day. If you do, I'm going to knock fire out of your throat. Don't touch nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't ask for nothing to drink. Don't ask for nothing to eat. Lisa Ann already think her kids is better than everybody else, and they are not. If one of them touch you, you better knock their head off their shoulder. Don't come in there tattling to me about what you think, what you want, and how you feel. When we get ready to go, I tell you how you feel. Is everybody on the same page? Don't play with me. Is y'all ready to go? Don't. Okay, let's go.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. The segment's being brought to you by Prilosec. That's right, y'all. Try Prilosec OTC for your frequent heartburn. Prilosec OTC is available in original and Wilderberry flavors. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. French Montana, y'all, he is speaking out, honey. He's revealing, y'all. He revealed some things during a recent interview, y'all. You know, that Akon gave him a fake Hublot watch, y'all, for his birthday a year ago. Now, he said, however, honey, he said neither French nor Akon, y'all, knew that the watch wasn't real until French, y'all, tried to have a jeweler, honey, put diamonds in it. Now, they're saying French explained that the jeweler looked at him and said, what you mean? Akon did not give you this watch, my guy. And the rapper said, honey, he called Akon to tell him that the watch wasn't authentic. Now, he jokingly added that he wasn't, you know, he hasn't received his real Hublot watch yet, but that is sad. And, you know, those Hublot watches, I mean, they nice, expensive watches or whatever, but what is going on with these rappers giving these people these fake watches or buying fake watches and don't know what they buying? I mean, it's just not a good look. We just had a rapper, I can't recall who it was, just had a fake watch on it and thought he was blinging and stuff and went to the jeweler and they said, this ain't real. And then the guy gave him back a real watch, allegedly. But it's just a sad look. Though.
Well, do a sell tell the same time?
Well, Ricky, it tells the same time, but it's just something about the time that it tells. You know,
Come on, tell Gary.
Time that it tells. You know, I mean, it's just something about your wrist, and you're wearing that certain, and it's no longer called a watch; it's a timepiece.
Come on,
you're wearing that, and
right then.
You know, so
you better explain it.
Educate us.
Yes. So, Brad, don't you have one of those?
Absolutely.
I thought you did. I thought it was on your wrist. Yeah, baby, she got a good time when that heel blows.
With a damn ring right next to it. One I ain't never seen in my life.
Shut up.
3 of them.
Joker big, ain't it?
Ring costs more than everything in my driveway.
A national championship ring with the hell.
But Brad, tell them, baby, if they sleep right, they could have one too.
No, the Lord just bless me. That's all. The Lord bless me.
Now, well, we hope, honey, this guy get his
sleep right.
That's right, baby. I'm trying to read her book, honey, so I could try to sleep right. But anyway, honey, we hope he get his watch out because it's a sad day, honey. He can't tell time now. But
do you think he really bought a fake one, or you think the jeweler kind of bamboozled him?
The jeweler probably bamboozled him, you know, because first of all, they
probably paid a whole lot for it.
Yes, honey. They're like, oh, hell, he don't know the difference, honey. And, you know, we just be happy to have that. And that's what they do. They sell it to him, honey. And you go on there, honey, flashing until you try to put diamonds on that girl, or, honey, try to go underwater with it, and she get clouded up.
She turned green.
Huh? So they just keep all parties lifted in prayer. Ooh. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Drake, honey, he moved into a beautiful mansion in Beverly Hills, y'all. Now, they're saying he only paid $65 million for the house. Now, they're saying, y'all, the 18,169 square foot home has 7 bedrooms, 14 baths, and is specifically located, honey, in the Troonsdale Estates. Now, they're saying that the property comes with a movie theater, curved spiral staircase, bespoke Minardi furniture, and an all-custom kitchen with goggle. Ooh, right for Miss Gaganu, honey, separate appliances and a marble island. And they're saying the kitchen also has Viking brand appliances as well, y'all. They're saying it's a very beautiful home. So
good stove.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, honey, baby, he'll never burn nothing, honey, on Miss Viking, honey. To all you Viking,
gotta be a Miss Viking.
To all you Viking owners. But anyway, yes. But congratulations to Drake. Why these people be buying these big old houses? I mean, I know they got the money to do it, and you do what you want to do with your money and stuff. But then you wind up being in the news like Miss Dory Kemsley, honey. Now we all know Miss Dory, even you know Dory, honey, from Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Dorit.
I'm sorry, Miss Dorit. Dorit Kemsley. Well, honey, somebody broke in this girl's house, honey, while she was sleeping, honey. She said she was sleeping when the men broke in her L.A. mansion around 11 o'clock. They're saying, y'all, that Miss Kemsley begged, honey. She begged them for her life, baby. They said this girl handed over, honey, at least $100,000 in purses and jewelry before they took off. Now, she said...
Gary, don't laugh.
I can imagine, baby, because that could be me. Girl, take my purses.
She did the white woman, Gary.
She did the white woman. Take my purses. Take all of it.
She is a white woman, Ricky.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have it.
Did the white woman? That's the action that Gary, tell her what the white woman is.
Baby, she's a very grand girl, honey. She makes no errors, honey. She tells you to take her purses and things and get out. And she told them to take her purses, honey, and her jewelry, and they left. So, honey, we so glad that Miss Dorit, honey, is alive and well so she could appear back on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They say, though, Miss Erica James, Miss Lisa Renner, and Miss Teddy Mellencamp, honey, they all...
But let me ask y'all this, how are they getting in all these break-ins in L.A.?
Yes.
Like what is the deal? And it's a lot. It's in L.A. a lot.
Do they not have security systems?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, do they think that work?
They do, but they breach security.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah,
you could afford an $8 million house, but you can't afford a good security system.
Yes. I don't understand that for the life of me. I mean, a lot of these celebrities' houses be broken in, or they go into the store and somebody didn't hop the gate and got in their house. I'm like, girl, black folks with no money, honey, have a security system, honey. You ain't trying to get in their yard. And these girls get their house.
It's a pit bull.
Pit bull, exactly. Rottweiler.
Oh, yeah.
And the people that doing the breaking in are scared of pit bulls. But anyway, child.
They gave them down some CBD oil and all be out there asleep.
All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is honey. On the high end, you say on the high end, you say honey. And on the low, just say sandy, baby. I'm just getting off. Okay, that's the color of the day.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
One time.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. It is time for Battle of the Sexes. Let's see who we got for the ladies. Good morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Randy. I'm calling from Indianapolis.
All right, ma'am.
Randy.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Canada, and I'm calling from Houston.
Canada is calling from Houston. All right, Canada, me and you, we're going to go first. Are you ready, Canada?
Yes.
And if you don't know the answer, just say pass, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's start the clock. What's Deion Sanders' nickname?
Pass.
It's prime time. What character did Morgan Freeman play in Lean on Me?
Teacher.
No, Joe Clark. What movie starred Eddie Murphy? Yeah, what movie starred Eddie Murphy as Axel Foley?
Axel Foley. Oh, Trading Places.
Beverly Hills Cop. All right, what hood classic sneaker did Nelly make a hit song about?
Air Force One.
Hey, Randy.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Randy, this ain't your questions, Randy.
Yeah,
Rules of acceptable behavior between men are commonly referred to as what? Rules. Hey, bro, it's not your turn.
Oh. Why you got that one too?
All right, ma'am. What number do you try to hit when you? What number do you try to hit when you win in blackjack?
7. I don't know.
21. All right, I'm gonna give you one more because he took up. I'm gonna give you one more because he took up some of your time. Hey, the winner of this yearly game is awarded the Lombardi Trophy. At the end of this particular game, when they get this particular trophy, the Lombardi Trophy, what game is that?
Is it football?
Yeah, what's the name of the game?
What's the name of it?
The game.
Oh, Lord. The champion game, I don't know.
Super Bowl.
What is the championship game?
No, it's the Super Bowl. All right, you got one. All right, Eva, go ahead.
All right, I see you ready over there, Randy.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, start the clock. What song had Mary J. Blige's whole world upside down?
I'm coming down.
Yeah.
I'm going down. It's I'm going down, but I'll let you have it. A single woman is also called a what?
You can say pass now. You don't know it.
Oh, God.
Pass.
Pass.
It's bachelorette. The 19th Amendment in the Constitution gave women what right?
Vote.
Yeah.
There you go. The mammary glands in a woman's body produce what?
Pass.
Milk. What over-the-counter medicine is used specifically to help women relieve cramps?
Motrin.
Yeah.
Midol. No, it's Midol.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What was the name of the only
Reb
female
Brown.
sperm?
Yeah. He said, yeah.
Ricky.
What the question again?
What was the name of the only female Smurf?
With the white shoes on. Yeah.
Smoke a red.
Who?
Close enough.
Smoke a leg?
No, it's not, Ricky. No.
He said Smurfette.
Yeah.
Ain't no Smurfette.
Hey, you won two. You won anyway. You got two of them. Congratulations. Special K, what did he win?
And here we go. Congratulations. Here's another exciting exclusive prize pack from America's store, the Dollar Tree. You got a 16-ounce box of pure baking soda for baking, cleaning, and deodorizing. How about a Snack Club chili and lime flavored dried peach rings? From Sure Fresh, a box of 20 sandwich bags with the double zipper seal. You got a shatter-resistant screen guard for an iPhone 5. How about a 2-pack of super heavy-duty 1.5-volt D batteries? You got a movie theater-sized box of Milk Duds, chocolate and caramel treat. You also got a light gray 1-gallon bucket with a handle.
How about an 8-ounce Supreme Tradition Imitation Vanilla Extract? Got a pair of size 4 to 8 women's black trouser socks. And finally, Lusty, not Luster's, pink oil moisturizer hair lotion. All yours, courtesy of the Dollar Tree. As this week's winner, that's Lusty, not Luster's, pink oil moisturizer hair lotion. All right.
A gray plain bucket with a handle.
You got a 1-gallon bucket, light gray with a handle. Ma'am, you played well. As a prize for you, you got a special bonus. A $10 gift card for Chuck's Steakhouse with the new jingle. Rated as the best steaks in the South. Come on, put our meat in your mouth.
Hey, thank y'all for playing Battle of the Sexes. Y'all give them a round of applause.
What time?
Come on, Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Boy, let me tell y'all something, man. That song is one of the greatest things ever happened to me in my life.
Ever.
I just remember how it made me feel. How, first of all, the video scared the hell out of me. And I went from being scared watching the video to like, oh my God, look at these people that climbed out of the grave in the cemetery and started dancing with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson as a monster. I mean, that's one of the greatest videos of all time. That and Tip Drill.
Come on, dog. Tip Drill, come on, dog.
Super Dog.
They're really in the same category.
Oh, you alive. Yeah, between that and Tip Drill, man, changed my life,
When
bro.
you deal with that doggone credit card and Tip Drill, boy.
Boy, look at here. Oh,
Swipe
man.
is different.
Brad, where were you and how did that song make you feel when you first saw the video? Remember?
Man, I was already a Michael Jackson fan. I watched this video over and over. It startled me to see him looking like that because he was so pretty, but this was one of the best videos ever. The longest video and the first video of its kind on MTV ever.
Yeah.
Wow, Rock T.
Man, first time I saw it, Big Wheel Skateland. I was skating with all the friends, man, and this thing came on the big screen inside the skating rink, and we just froze up, and we were just jaws dropped to the bottom like, golly.
It just really shocked America, Eva.
Yeah, this song right here, it reminds me of my older brother, Andre. He was the biggest and is the biggest Michael Jackson fan there is. He wore the jacket. He tried to do the moves. So whenever I hear this, it reminds me of being a kid and my big brother.
Yeah, you had the Beat It jacket or the Thriller jacket. Gary.
You know what? I used to love it because we had just got cable when VH1 came out.
No, sir.
Yeah. We had just got cable because cable had kind of just came out, Ricky.
Did y'all have HBO and Cinemax or just one?
We just had one, honey. We had no two.
Basically, y'all, you didn't get HBO and Cinemax.
No, we just had the
basic.
Y'all just had like ESPN and CNN.
Yeah,
that's
2,
5, 7, and 9.
9.
Right, because y'all had that box on top of the TV where HBO was 4 and Cinemax was 20.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
come on, dog.
And you know what?
And CBS.
And you know what really made me like the song, Ricky? You remember you used to do the dance all the time in the studio?
I just did it.
Really? Because, you used to stay doing that dance. That really made me like the video more so after watching you doing the dance. Because I'm like, oh, Lord, I can't.
And when I tell y'all, I can proudly say, America, I know every single step of that video. I can get in front of that TV and I'm talking about all of it. Me and my sister, what?
Yeah, man, that may be one of the greatest.
If I don't know nothing else, I know that damn Thriller video. I might do it tonight on stage. Special K.
Man, that Ola Ray.
Oh my God,
Ola Ray.
Where's she at?
Ola Ray.
I heard she didn't age too well.
Look, let me have my memory of Ola Ray.
Yes, sir.
She was
Everybody in my crew was in love with Ola Ray.
Everybody wanted to be pigeon-toed.
Yeah, she was walking down the street hard with Michael Jackson.
With that wet Jerry curl.
Yes, sir. That Jerry curl was going down her back with that on that leather jacket. She had on the same outfit that Eddie Murphy wore on Delirious.
Yep.
Same leather.
Same exact suit.
Well, Michael Jackson was sitting there eating that popcorn right to you. The way he was eating that popcorn.
Tearing that popcorn up. She all girlfriend all scared. He like, what's wrong?
One of the greatest memes now of all time.
Yes.
He said, what's the matter?
It's okay.
All I know, man, I guess my favorite part for me, man, when they went into that damn second hook, the second hook, not the verse, but the hook. And those damn ghosts was dancing. And then when I got an opportunity to see the making of Thriller, when they went all the way back, when they was doing with the choreographer, and how did that guy put that guy, he's dead and gone now, but he really put that together, and it was just steps on the upbeat and the offbeat. It just wasn't the typical. It was
The video is unmatched.
Let me tell you something. That's why I take dance class today. When I tell you I love band, music, and dance, I love the fine arts. But that choreographer was the best I ever seen, man. I wish.
Vincent Price's voice. Don't forget that at the end.
Who?
Vincent Price.
Damn right.
Where's falls across the
He died.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, he passed away. But he had that voice, boy. That was a great combination.
But girl, why did he use like Tito and Jermaine them to come out the grave and the other Jackson 5?
Wouldn't have been the same, dog.
Wouldn't have been the same.
Well, I would have gave any amount of money to see Tito pull himself up out of that grave and stand there and dance with Michael Jackson, Tito, and Jackie.
Michael didn't want to be bothered at the time.
Yeah,
honey,
he was doing his own thing. Now he wasn't being bothered with
And
nobody.
then, Randy never probably would have wanted to dance next to Jermaine, because Jermaine married his ex-girlfriend who he had 2 children by.
Yeah.
See, it just got messy. That's all. Let's stop talking about it.
Gary done rubbed off on you, Rick.
What'd you say, Gary?
No, that was Brad. What she said?
I said Gary done rubbed off on you, Ricky. Then got messy for no reason. We talking about Michael Jackson.
Oh, it was just a flashback, Brad. It was reminiscent.
Yes, man. What they would have did with Jermaine Jackson hair, Rock T?
Oh, man. They would have got mad at him because all that sweating he was doing. It was all that Sharpie marker, black Sharpie marker that he used to trim his edges.
That's why Michael Jackson...
Betty Crocker cake mix. That's what he put in his doggone hair. Chocolate.
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, had that Gorilla Glue. Had sheet metal for the sheen and shine.
No. Right. All right, so look, man. I got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. I got you. All right, we'll play a song.
Doggone tar.
Show.
All right, time right now, 26 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page. Eva, good morning.
Good morning. The front page is brought to you by Olay. Brighten your skin back up with Olay Regenerous Vitamin C Moisturizer. Look for that beautiful orange jar at retailers nationwide or at Olay.com. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. So yesterday, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo was charged with forcible touching of a female aide last December, which is a misdemeanor sex crime. Now, the complaint comes 2 months after Cuomo resigned from office under pressure due to his sexual harassment scandal. Now, in other news, the U.S. is considering making payments of $450,000 per person to migrant families who were separated from their children at the border during former President Donald Trump's administration. Meanwhile, voters in Minneapolis, where George Floyd was murdered by police, will decide whether to replace the city's police department with a Department of Public Safety. And the U.S. Department of Justice has reached an $88 million settlement with the survivors and families of 9 people killed in the 2015 race attack at a historic black church in Charleston, South Carolina. Last but certainly not least, Facebook is back in the news. Facebook has changed its corporate name to Meta. Now, this is in reference to Metaverse, which is the next big online social platform founder Mark Zuckerberg hopes to create. The Metaverse will be a virtual reality space where users can interact with each other using computer-generated avatars. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Oh, Thursday night football went down last night, and Ricky, your little partner, Super Dave, was wrong again. I tried to tell him Green Bay was going to beat Arizona. Little Super Dave said that Arizona will blow out Green Bay. Super Dave, do you have any words? Never mind, you was wrong again. Let's move on to the college football key matchups. College football key matchups of the weekend.
Pebble T.
Listen, man, there's only a couple games to talk about. Penn State, Ohio State, Ole Miss got Auburn. The big number 6 Michigan versus number 8 Michigan State, both 7-0. That's going to be a great game to watch. Yes. Cincinnati, number 2 in the country. They played 1-6 Tulane. This could be a hiccup game for Cincinnati, and they could absolutely ruin the Cinderella story of Cincinnati making it to the college football playoffs. They should blow out Tulane by like 100 points. But just remember, I told you that. All right? Let's shout out to our HBCUs, man. We got a couple HBCUs matchups out there. Real fast. I ain't got a lot of time. Starting out with the homecomings. Everybody shouting out and celebrating homecomings this weekend. FAMU, Johnson C. Smith, Clark Atlanta, Tennessee State, North Carolina A&T, home of G-Ho, greatest homecoming on earth. Yes, indeedy. Kentucky State got to, I can't even talk now. Kentucky State got Tuskegee, Virginia Union, City going down this weekend. Shout out to Bowie State and Lincoln, PA. Winston-Salem State and Shaw is going to be going head-to-head. Arkansas Pine Bluff versus Texas Southern. Howard U versus Delaware State. Livingstone and Fayetteville State going head up. Shout out to Savannah State and Fort Valley State this weekend. Albany State versus Morehouse. South Carolina State and North Carolina Central is going back and forth. Morgan State and Norfolk State is going down this weekend. Miles College and Edward Waters. Big up to Shawan versus Virginia State this weekend. And Jackson State versus Mississippi Valley. Alcorn and Southern. And, of course, the Magic City Classic, Alabama State and Alabama A&M. Well, I know homie Rickey Smiley is going to be out all weekend acting ignorant.
Hey.
Yes, he will.
Indeed, man. That's what I got for sports. The Brad got the hot spot right now. Let's get it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Oh, it's about that time. Fun and quick meals and meal tips. Chef Irie, what's happening?
What's going on, brother? Rickey Smiley Morning Crew. Yes. How you doing?
We good, man. We always hyped to hear you, man. Talk to us. What you cooking up today?
Yes.
All right, bro. So we nice and easy, man. We got you a collard green roll. It's stuffed with chicken, onions, peppers, ground ginger, garlic, spices, and you gotta have your herbs, baby. Rosemary, thyme, and sage, baby. Yes, that's what you gotta have, and some coconut milk and some black pepper, brown sugar, bacon. Yes, you want to blanch the collard green after you take the stems out, pat them, dry them, then you cook that chicken and you get it nice and moist and succulent with that cheese, Gouda cheese, coconut milk, peppers, like I said, and those herbs. Yes, cook it down nice and tender, cool it down, and then you're going to stuff that collard green. You're going to roll it like an egg roll. Put a little chicken in there, roll it up, baby, boom, and just drop some black pepper, brown sugar, bacon on top of that. You can take it a step further by adding some tomato sauce, put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, add a little cheese on it, and you're good to go. Some collard green stuff, yes, with chicken and Gouda cheese. That's what I got for you today, baby. Eat them like an appetizer or a snack.
Man,
that sounds so good.
Who ever thought about rolling collard green blunt?
Well, you know,
yeah, my bad, Brad.
Yeah.
Hey, Chef Irie, how can people find this recipe?
Look at man, you can find us at RickySmiley.com, yes, and you can check me out on I am Chef Irie on IG, Chef Irie Twitter, Chef Irie Facebook. That's where you can find those recipes, baby.
Yes. Happy Chef. Appreciate you, Chef Irie, man. Fun and quick meal tips as always, man. We got more of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next. Pippin'.